Yo, what's up everyone? It's your boy Polaris, and today I'm teaching you how I win every single Fortnite game. So put on your gamer glasses and enjoy. Are you tired of landing, looting for 5 minutes, and then getting instantly eliminated? Do you want to stop getting sweat on and start being the one dominating the map? For the next 20 minutes, I'm going to pull back the curtain and reveal my personal proven system for victory. Forget everything you think you know about Fortnite, because after this video, your gameplay is about to reach unreal. Demon's Domain, that's right guys, we're landing there, and here's the theory behind it. So, there's two outcomes of this POI. Either you're gonna die off spawn, and you haven't wasted much time at all, or you do actually end up winning, and now you've got some excellent loot for the rest of the game. Now, the biggest tip here is don't land right over there in the center. You see there's like 5 guys right there. They're all going for this one legendary chest. And now, despite it being good, it's not worth risking 5 other people going for it and dying off spawn. So you want to land somewhere on the outskirts. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chest here, but that's alright because nobody's here with me and I can loot up in peace. Also, another reason why you don't want that legendary chest is there is a ton of chests around Demon's Domain. And the chances of there being another legendary chest are very high. So as you're gliding in, you might as well look down, look around, and see if you can see one. Oh, no chest here again. Yeah, getting pretty lucky, but it's alright guys. That's why we land pretty far. Always keep your inventory organized. You see me doing it here. I've gotten pretty fast at it. But if your inventory is not organized, if you don't always know where your shotgun's at, you're going to be losing so many fights because you're just not fast enough. So you see me here, I'm always staying in the car. And that's because this is basically an armored wall that it's 360 around you and you can drive. Cars, like especially in zero build, they're super OP and you have to use them to your advantage. So here I'm going to be taking my sweet time looting. There's no point in rushing it, no point in rushing the boss. I want some of those other players to start killing each other so I don't have to risk those fights. Even if you're an extremely competent player, it's simply not worth the risk to be taking tons of off-spawn fights. It's too 50-50. So yeah, I'm gonna start going in. I see there's only a couple people in here. And I'm getting ready to take fights. I know this is not gonna be easy. And now guys, do not land Demon's Domain if you know that you cannot fight off some people. Because you're definitely not gonna be alone. You're not gonna get this medallion and stuff for free. Other people want it too. I'm trying not to start the boss, but he focuses on me, so I'm gonna move around and get out of there. I see a sniper, always like those. And just make sure that you know this spot or any other spot you're gonna land very well, because if you have the knowledge of this spot, you have an advantage over everyone else, or at least not a disadvantage over everyone. And if you don't know the map very well or you're new to the game, I would recommend opening a website. There's a ton of different ones where you can just search like Fortnite interactive map. I have it on almost any time that I'm playing on my second monitor. It's just so good. It will let you know where other stuff's at, and it works like the Fortnite minimap, where you can like click on it, you can enlarge it. It's super useful. So here I'm gonna go up high here. I'm hoping it doesn't shoot me out, because then I'll be able to take some shots on the players that are unsuspecting. So if you know that someone's already fighting the boss, what you want to do is to scan them so you know exactly where they're at and what you're dealing with. And here I hear footsteps. I know that I cannot be having anybody second partying me. It's very sketchy and stuff, simply not worth it. So I quickly eliminate this guy. I can't have him just be running around nearby waiting for me to do all the work for him. I'm not at full health right now, so I really want to make sure that I'm going to be at full health. There's no point in fighting the boss if you know that you know, especially if you're below 100 health, that's just a couple shots from any boss in the game. So you always want to be pretty prepared. Now, the little shield things around them, though they do show up as doing a ton of damage, they don't actually damage the boss. So you want to be actually damaging him and not the little like shields around him. I see someone coming up. I'm gonna take a couple more shots, but now I see him. And unfortunately, I have to reload my gun, but I'm chilling. I'm gonna take the fight because I have no choice. There we go. We're gonna keep moving around, guys. Like, if you're a pretty mechanical player, use that to your advantage. It's really great, and you're just not going to be losing out much. This guy and that other guy did the right thing. He scanned me. But I still see his footsteps, so he doesn't have too big of an advantage. But I'm just going to wait for him to come up the zip line, because I know that's the best way up for him. So I want to exploit that. I see him on the stairs. Gotta take a couple shots, but I miss. Perfect there. Hit some more. But when you're fighting the boss, you really want to be careful. There's definitely going to be tons of other players. That's one thing you guys should always be aware of. You're never going to be the only ones here. And this is a really long fight. Like, you see Storm's going to start coming in soon, so I know I have to kill this guy pretty quick. This is going to be in just about every single one of your games, where you're gonna be stuck here for a long time, just fighting off players. You see, I even ran out of bullets just shredding up these players in the box. So I get scanned up again, but one thing that you should know about the scanners is if you look at the ground, you'll see like a little radius of like the radius around that person, so you know at least which direction they're going to be coming from. So here I try to quickly reload my guns so that I'm ready for this fight, because I know this guy, he also wants it badly, but I know that I'm better. And that's also another tip, guys. Be confident. If you guys don't feel confident that you cannot win this, it's simply not worth the risk, and you're probably right. Each person can assess their skill pretty well, even though, you know, lots of people say, oh, you're way better, you know, you're not risky enough. Guys, that's exactly how you want. You want to be conservative, you want to be careful. Also, the floor in this spot, it can break, but underneath it is this brick that I'm sitting on right now, which never breaks, so you don't have to worry about the boss like chopping you out or anything like that. So here we go, about to get the boss, and nice. So the boss drops a medallion and a gun. So I'm gonna get out of here and then I'm gonna show you what this gun is, show you guys the stats, and guess what's up with the gun. So the medallion, it increases your reload speed and your shield passively regenerates. And the gun is just an insane gun. It has a larger clip or magazine, so there's just a ton of bullets in there. It's just great. And guys, I really like this medallion because here's the type of medallion I like. I like medallions that just make you a little bit better at everything. I don't like medallions where you need to learn a new mechanic or something around them. I like stuff that just sort of implements in your game. You don't have to do anything special, and you can just play better. So here, I've already got some pretty good loot, but these like bunkers, when they spawn, they have a bubble in them. That means they're open. They're actually really good, and they have a room back there which you have to be A tier to open. Which I of course am, because anytime you kill a boss, it'll give you a ton of hero points, and even if I had 0 kills, I'd still be A tier. It automatically boosts you up to A tier. So here, I open this B chest, or B cache, whatever you want to call it. Now another nice thing is that rift over here. If someone starts pushing you, you can always get out of there with that rift. Alright, A chest. We got the mythic bass booms. So, been a conversation about if you should use the cube or base booms for mobility, and here's my take. An average player that's perfectly well-rounded should use the light cube thing for early game, mid game rotates, and in end game switch to the base booms because you're not going to be rotating as far. Now, if you're a mechanical player like me, then you're going to be way better off using the base booms than any other mobility item, because you can swap to your gun anytime you're in the air, and then you can just shoot the player out of the sky. It's sort of like using the grappler, except it's a lot easier and it regenerates. So if you guys can jump around the person with the grappler, you should definitely use base booms. But if you're not a very mechanical player and you focus on strategy to win your games, then I would just carry the base booms only at the very end, or if you can't find anything else. So here we are, we're gonna keep going around. You always want to have shield. Right now I have full shield, but I didn't notice that, so I just instinctively break the barrels. Here's another A chest. You always want to open these. S chests actually have a chance of giving you an exotic, which is insane. You see that surf cube right there? That's the other mobility item I would recommend. It's pretty good for rotates, but if you're a mechanical player, it's not going to be really leveraging your skill right there. And that's really one of the biggest things that you have to be doing, is making sure that you're using the skill set that you have. So right there I saw that the islands have already spawned, which is probably a while ago because I got the medallion, but I'm just going to come over there, see if I can take the other medallion, and just see what's up. Also, I've taken a lot of time to perfect my sniping skills, so I love the islands because it puts some distance between you, and as a pretty skilled sniper, I can hit way more shots than other people can. So I see the medallion up there, and I know I'm crazy with the sniper, so I'm going to start popping off on him. 154, but it looks like he left. I know I got a rift, I know I got to push him right now. He's probably popping meds, yup, right there. And I'm just going to kill him off right here, you know? Bam. He jumps off. This is another thing, you should always take shots at players who are just in the air. They can't do anything back to you, so there's not that much of a risk. But you can kill them, and you'll get better at this over time. Which is another great skill to have. This stuff's actually flowing down pretty slowly. Never realized that it's this slow. Alright, so I got the medallion and the mythical sniper. So, what this medallion does, it's another one of those medallions, just makes you a little bit better at everything. When you jump, it gives you the Flowberry Fizz effect, so you can't take fall damage and you go slightly farther. Also, when you sprint jump, then it'll make you invisible. It doesn't really work too well, and if you lower your graphics, you can see them a lot better. And I think it also may buff your reload time. It just makes you a little bit better at everything, and that's why I really like it. So I see shots over there. I'm probably gonna take the fight. No, gotta check the chug jug first. Oh no, I don't. Actually, I go loot. And that's also a great thing to do. You see, I got a sentinel pump there, which is so. Here's my ranking of pump shotguns currently in the game. The twin fire shotgun, absolute trash. You're better off carrying any other great gun. Then is the outlaw shotgun. Now this recently got buffed, so it's not as bad as it used to be, and if you haven't tried it, you definitely should. And then of course the sentinel pump. It's a great shotgun, but it requires better aim than the outlaw shotgun, so if you're new to the game, I carry the outlaw shotgun over the sentinel. Carl right here, he actually managed to get on the island, which is kind of impressive. I'm just gonna keep shooting out his cars because when he lands, I can still keep shooting. Alright, and I just want to stay up on the islands for as long as I possibly can. I'm gonna wait till Storm pushes me out, or almost pushes me out, and another player comes over. And these are the types of fights you should be taking, where you're not in any actual danger, and you might just get a couple free kills. This is excellent for ranked and stuff. Here I see, also right here you see these spikes. If you keep flying off them, what you can do is go in the front of them, and the wind won't like pick you up as long as you're there on that like little edge on the spike. So I see storms coming in here soon, so I'm gonna look if any players are coming towards me. You always want to look back to see if you can hit any shots, and then I'm gonna rotate here pretty soon. See that car? I'm gonna take shots at it because I know it's low from earlier. Bam, car explodes. I'm gonna see if I can kill this guy, but it really doesn't matter. So here I see a glider coming in. I'm gonna take a couple shots, but I only hit him for 41, so I decided this fight is simply not worth taking, especially considering that I can't stay on the islands any longer. So at this point, I'm looking for a car, because cars in late game are very good, and I'm actually going to show you guys a secret bug or feature in the game with cars and bushes, which if you've watched my videos before, you might be familiar with. But oh, here are a couple gliders. I'm just gonna leave. He's gonna start shooting my car, I know it, but now I've got full fuel. That's the biggest deal. As long as the car works, it works. That's the main thing. Also guys, the graphics in this new update are insane. Like, just look at the water, even like around my car, there's ripples around it. The graphics now are actually insane. Like, I'd highly recommend you guys turn on some crazy graphics just for a game, just to see what it's like. So here I'm gonna do an early rotate and try to pull zone, because I know zone's been pulling over there. I want to stay over there. And I don't know if I'm gonna get it this time, but you definitely should always try. I don't want to lose my car here, so I'm gonna base boom towards it. Also, the way you should properly use base booms to give you the highest success rate but also get you the furthest is first you're gonna right click to shoot you upwards, and then you're gonna turn around and left click. Now if you're not a mechanical player, you should just continue to right click and jump up normally. But if you're more mechanical, it is possible to jump up and then left click, but it's just not as good, it's not as reliable, and sometimes you'll just end up shooting the ground instead of actually getting yourself into the air. Alright, so I'm going to do an early rotate. I'm going to show you guys a bug here right now. So if you switch seats, you can actually go into a bush, like you see me do here. So I switch seats and just let the momentum of the car just push me forward. So I see I'm still not in zone, so I'm going to need another bush. There's one right here. But guys, look, you cannot see the car from the outside, and no one else is expecting this bug, because people are just not talking about it. I've seen pro players do it before, but I'm not sure why no one's sharing it. So here we go. I'm gonna position the car a bit better. There we go. Guys, you cannot see that car from in there, and if someone starts shooting at me, they're gonna shoot the car and not me. So the car has way more health. I believe the sports cars have about 875, and the SUVs have just over 1,000. So I'm going to be looking around. You should always be cautious of other players near you. Around now, if you have it, you should start using the scan mask, because this will reveal any players trying to sneak up on you. But I don't have one this time. I just don't have a place to put it. And you see here, I pulled zone. So I'm going to try to get onto that island, because if anyone else tries to before me, then they'll have to like base boost or use the zipline, and I'll have time to get the first shots. Here I use the bug yet again. This is one of the most useful bugs in the game, and someone saw me actually do it. They're probably really confused. Oh, these guys want to take a short range fight. They beat me a little bit, crack me, but my shield just regenerated because I have both medallions, which is insane, but my car's only on 18 HP. So I'm going to use it for a bit, but I don't want to be in here too long because one shot and this car is going to start exploding. I still see those footsteps, so I'm going to try to get away, but I'm stuck on this rock. So around now is you guys should be hiding. You should wait for everybody else to kill each other before you start and just take out the final player. This is what I'm trying to do here because everyone at this point is going to be pretty stacked. They want to win and they're going to start locking in. But you guys, you can chillax, you can wait, just make sure you're in zone. And here I'm going to base boost up on the island, getting to that bush, but you just really want to wait for everybody else to kill each other. I'm looking around with the sniper, see if I can get any free kills. There's 3 people remaining after this. After that fight, there's only going to be 2 left. Actually, 4 people remaining, my bad. And right now I'm reloading my guns. I'm preparing for that final fight. I know it's coming near. And I want to make sure that everything's fully loaded. So I'm going to take a couple shots. Happen to miss them this time around. But you should always take them, you know, because just why not? And I see the other player. I'm going to be ready to shoot, but I don't want the fight. You see, it looks like he's using the surf cube, which is a pretty good sign for me, because if he is the last one left, then he's probably not too mechanical. He's not using base boost. So here, I see those guys fighting, and I want to be there, ready to second party as soon as one of them dies. So here, they're both fighting, and I'm just going to start killing the guy who I saw was winning the fight. This guy's trying to fly away, but guys, I'm not going to let that slide. Now his final fight, ooh, bam, got him. Nice. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I hope this video helped. Like and subscribe for more awesome tips. And leave a comment down of what other videos you'd like to also see. Peace.